Hi everyone, it's Angela from Woodland Apothecary. Today I'm going to make a restock of our Practical Magic soap. And you know that thing that went around Facebook where the dress was either black or blue and black or white and gold? We're going to see the same thing happen with this. There is tomato oil in here, and that is green. But the product will actually finish off as black, but as the soap as we start going through the soap, you'll see the colors change a little bit. So the first thing I'm going to do is just blend up the additives that are in here, which is the colloidal oatmeal, kaolin clay, and the coconut milk and coconut cream. The cream is always thick, but it's been sitting out for a little while, so I don't have to do too much blending. So there is also activated coconut shell charcoal. I don't use regular activated charcoal, I use coconut shell charcoal. I just like it for, you know, the soaps that are vegan. Okay, and this is a favorite of the customers. There's a lot of really nice oils in here. Meadowfoam oil, there's a little evening primrose, there's argan oil in this one. This is a great facial bar. Okay, so I will put all the oils up on the screen. I'm going to put in the Lye Water. I'm soaping today at, it's around 80 degrees. My oils were at 82 and my Lye Water was at 79. The other thing is I've made this soap twice. It gets thick extremely quickly. So a lot of times I will just end up stirring a lot of it. So if you can see, it started out as black, but if you can see the color, pay attention because this is very green. And I haven't put any essential oils in here yet, so the essential oils are going to be lavender, rose geranium, a little rosemary, clove bud, and it finishes with a little patchouli. So it's thinning out a little bit. But this is an extremely green batter right now. Put in the comments and let me know if you see green or black. I'm curious to what people can see on the screen. Okay, I'm going to mix a little of this by hand just to keep it loose. There is nothing else in this soap. On top there will be lavender buds and rose petals. Okay, so I am going to put my essential oil blend in here. There's also some kaolin clay in this. And the olive oil that's in here has been infused with licorice root powder and cloves, whole cloves. This has been obviously inspired by the Practical Magic series by Atlas Hoffman. I believe it's Rules of Magic. In the series, they talk about how the ants made their black soap every March. So I've already made a batch in March. This is my second batch, so it's just the beginning of April here. And they make enough to last all year round. Well, this soap goes pretty quickly, so I've already made one batch. This is my second one. So I have about, the other batch was bigger. It was more like 6 pounds. This is another 4 pounds now. And this soap with the activated charcoal in it, I use this on my face every day. This is one that I've been using. I've actually made, you know, charcoal soaps in the past for myself as facial soaps before the Practical Magic series was ever a thing. But it has, you know, with the argan oil, it's a really nice soap. I get a lot of good customer feedback on this one. But it is not, it's rather an expensive bar, and I am going to have to raise the prices on this one because it's, of course, everything has gone up. And I think I only have 2 left on the for sale right now, and all of this has to cure. Okay, so can you see that? Is it black? Is it green? And I'm already at a good trace here. I'm just going to go just a little bit more. And I'll show you at the end one of the cuts of the last soap that I made. This one I'm going to do a little different when I cut it. So the other soaps were done with the miter box and the wavy cutter, but you know, I'm sorry, I just can't get a decent cut with that. The bars they just don't look right. I mean, they're okay, but they're usually pretty thick, and they're not the same thickness all the way through. So this batch, I have another one where I did it through the miter box and the wavy cutter again, so there is a batch sitting with that, but this one is going to go through the regular multi-cutter. So these will be an inch thick. And if I do that, I might be able to just keep the cost the same on these, but the other ones are going to have to go up. Let me tap this down a little bit to get it even. You can see how quickly that goes. You know, you can look up tomato oil. That has a lot of nice properties in it. Okay, I am gonna try to smooth this out a little bit because I still have the rose petals and the lavender buds to put on top. So this, you know, obviously it thickens up really fast and it just sets up really well. The last batch I made, I had a very difficult time getting it out of the mold. I'm not sure why I didn't have that happen the first time, but it's soap and anything can happen. Okay, I am going to take my glove off to do this. It's just a lot easier. And what color does it look like right now? There is also rosemary extract in this, as well as the essential oil. Okay, and the rose petals. I know a lot of people, I see it a lot on Etsy, but most of the people that are making it are using melt and pour soap. They're not making it from scratch like I do. And it's probably because they want that real true black. This will get black, I will show you. Sometimes it's not as dark. Depends on how much activated charcoal I put in there. But you know, as you put more of the charcoal in, you're going to get a little bit more of the it doesn't stain, but you will get a little bit of a grayish tint to the color of the water that's coming out. So if you use a washcloth, you know, it might be on the washcloth. Okay, and that's the Practical Magic soap. Let me show you. This is one that was perfectly green and has turned black. So the minute that it, you know, this sits for 24 hours. I put this in the refrigerator because you can see how thick it is already. And I don't want it to overheat. So basically it starts to turn black when it's in the refrigerator, but as soon as I cut them and let them sit, they turn black right away. But right now, if you can see the difference, I don't know if you can see the side or you can see here, maybe you can see the definitely the difference, the green versus the black, but it will change and it turns into black afterwards. So again, this is my Practical Magic soap. This is the, well, I have one full batch that's 6 pounds and this is a 4-pound batch. So that'll hold for a few months. But people, I noticed the last couple of orders I had, people are buying 4 and 5 at a time. So I thank you for watching. I will bring you back for the cutting. Hi everyone, it's Angela from Woodland Apothecary. We are back with the cutting of the Practical Magic soap. Okay, so when I made the soap, it was very much of a light green. I'm gonna post a picture of kind of in between. This is where we're at right now. It's been 24 hours. And you could see it's starting to turn the black color, the charcoal color. So this will continue to go. I will tell you, you know, with the argan oil in there, and I don't know if it's the tomato oil, but this stuck in the mold. And it's the second time, actually it's the third time. I've made this 3 times, and 3 times it has stuck in the mold. So I am gonna have to adjust this a little bit more, this formula, to see if I can get that to stop happening. But you know, it's a very nice soap. So I am going to cut these with a regular cutter. So you can see I have a partial gel on here. It didn't go all the way through. This has happened on each soap that I've made with this. Well, actually it didn't happen on the second one, but it happened here. So I'm not sure why it happened on the first one and this one, but not the one in between. They all went into the refrigerator because I know that that was an issue. But it's not too bad. It's really right at just the edges. Some of my botanicals on top are falling off. And since it's stuck in the mold, I'm going to have to do a lot of cleanup on the sides. This one's not as bad, so we'll see. Now, as these sit here, they will continue to get darker. It's a really nice bar of soap, though. You can feel it. I don't have as much of an edge here on the partial gel, so it's not happening all the way through. And I did use sodium lactate with this, so I'm really not sure why it is sticking in the mold like that. This end really was worse than the other one. I lost a lot of the botanicals on top this time. I mean, obviously the wavy cutter really makes the statement for this soap, but okay, this last sample here, you can see how bad it's stuck in the mold. And it was like on all sides. That one I lost pieces on the side there. This one has a much bigger gel, so it depends on where it is in the soap, what kind of a gel ring I got. So let me bring one of the other ones back over. So if you can see the difference, this one is still pretty green yet. It hasn't fully turned, and this one is finished already. And so this is already the black charcoal soap. So this one, I didn't put as much activated charcoal in here, coconut shell charcoal. So it may be a little bit more on a gray side than it is a true black. This one is definitely much more black this time, but I think it'll come out fine. Once they sit here, after they're cut, that's when they start changing. So I will put some finished photos up so you can see that. But here I got 12 soaps out of this one, and I have another 18 soaps with the wavy cutter with this one. There's another 18 soaps there, and I still have a few left, just a couple left of the other one. But unfortunately, I have lost a lot of botanicals on top, so I'm gonna have to see if I can do something with that, which is a shame. This one, a couple of them are nice in the middle, but there's a few that lost quite a bit. So that's the Practical Magic soap, and I thank you for watching. I may need to take a week off. I don't know if it's going to be this following week after this one or the week after that. But I have to manage some things around the house here for company, you know, coming over for Easter. So I need to put things away so we can all eat because I'm doing everything out of my kitchen. So there will be a week where we're probably missing a video. I may repost one of the old ones or something, and try to go from there. If I can get a couple done during the week, I'll try to space them out so it doesn't look like I'm missing. But again, thank you for watching, and hope to see you in the next video.